Well, I don't know how to follow all that. Are you coming? Come on. Bring your glass. Technical difficulties, folks. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So there's these two guys.
Okay, I'm here.
You want to start? Do you want to start?
No, you go, and
Okay.
I'll finish.
All right. So first of all, we want to thank all of you for coming and sharing this event with us. It means a lot to all the family that all of you went out of your way to come here and join us in the celebration of Andrew and Isabella. And we're very happy and honored that we're sharing this evening with all of you. With that said, a little bit about Andrew. Andrew's always been one of these kids that thinks he can do the impossible. There's no, like, he can do anything he wants. Whatever he wants to do, he can do. And he's proven this many times in his life, but I won't bore you with the 100 things that he just decided he could do. But he's always been that kid. And when he decided to get serious about his higher education, and he moved to San Francisco, and he stumbled a little bit, for people who know, as many kids do when they start their college experience. He had a college experience. By the way, Devin, I want to talk to you a little bit later about how you influenced that college experience. Get some new information, and I'm not real happy about. Shit. Anyway, so Andrew realized at some point on his own that he needed to get serious about college and get back, and he knew that he could excel a lot farther in his life with a degree. So he called Nazi and I, and he said, I want to move to San Francisco. And we said, what?
No.
She said no. Yeah. So we developed the most ridiculous set of rules that anybody...
Well, start with how he wanted me to find him a job that he didn't have to work weekends.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It started with, and can Nazi find me a job? I don't want to work, weekends, because I need my weekends. And we're like, this is never going to work out. This is not happening, right? So we literally put together a set of rules that nobody would ever agree to, trying to dissuade him in any way we could. One of them was, if you move up here, we sell your car. Who would do that, right?
As soon as he moved up.
Yeah. So to Andrew's credit, Mr. Impossible, he moved up. He adhered to the most ridiculous set of rules you've ever seen. Imagine a college kid, and he had to start at community college and work his way up. Imagine a college kid who had to be in the house by 10 p.m. on weekends.
No,
Oh, it was 11?
It was midnight.
Was it midnight on weekends?
He's out with Devin.
No, thank God Devin stayed down here. Anyway, he did it. He did it for several months, and he did everything he promised he would do, he did. And that's one good thing, Isabella, going forward. You've got a man who, when he says he's going to do something, even if it seems impossible, he'll do it. But I digress. Anyway, so he did it. And then Mr. Impossible, he says, I'm moving out. I've had enough with these rules. And we said, how are you going to move out? You have no money, and we're not going to help you. And he goes, I'm moving out. I'm getting my own place. Okay. About 2 weeks later, he announces to us that he's found a place. And we're like, okay, great. So we go to visit him.
No.
I go to visit him. I go to visit this knucklehead, Mr. Impossible. And he is literally in a garage, not a converted garage. He's in a garage with like the garage door opener in the garage, the washer and dryer, the water heater, and he's got like a cot in the corner there, and he's got like 6 roommates upstairs, but he's in like the basement garage. And I left there, and I swear to God, I was like, oh, I can't let him live like this. This is horrible. But we made this whole plan with him. And then Nazi saw it and about had a heart attack.
No. I never saw it, because had I seen it, I would have moved him right out of there. But I needed to show some tough love.
We were definitely showing some tough love in that time. But he did it. Again, impossible, you can't move out. Let me show you, I'll move out. And he did. And it was terrible what he did, but he did it. And then eventually he building blocks, he ended up getting into better housing and worked his way up. And then one day he comes to us, he says, I'm done with community college. We're like, well, you have to be a junior to transfer. He goes, no, not at private universities. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, I researched it. I can go to University of San Francisco. Do you know how much that costs, Andrew? I'm not paying. I don't like your first experience with Devin. So I'm not doing that shit again. Right. And and he goes, no, I can do it. And yet again, he did. And he got admitted to University of San Francisco, a very prestigious school. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's an expensive institution. And this kid scrambled, begged, borrowed, stealed, got grants. We'd wait till the final hour when he's just a few thousand apart from being able to go the next semester, and then we'd sort of save him. But he did an amazing job of finding a way to get into that school and to graduate with honors from USF. So once again, he did. And then he meets Zabella, and we all know how he met Zabella now. It's been often talked about tonight. And once again, Andrew goes for the impossible. This kid. So continuing to surprise us, he sees Zabella, and he's told me it was love at first sight. And he immediately decides that this girl somehow should find it in her to love him. He's decided. And once again, the impossible. And we're experiencing Andrew's impossible here together tonight. Great job. I'll call you Mr. Impossible.
You've said it all. What else can I say? Well, what I can say is when I came into your life, what were you, 9 years old, 8 years old?
Something.
7.5? I don't remember.
He was young.
However, this little guy took me in and was so nice to me. Even when Bree decided she liked me for my lip gloss and then she didn't like me. Andrew was consistent. He always loved me. But I know, Bree, you love me. Where are you? There you are. Anyway, so I've watched this little boy turn into a great man, and I am beyond proud to call him my son. And thank you for taking me and loving me the way you do. Congratulations to two of you. And Zabella, you're an amazing girl. And I told Andrew, you know what, buddy? You either marry her or you walk. And you know what? He looked at me and says, I'm going to marry her. And you did. Congratulations.
I do have to add the Zabella part. Zabella is, as everybody knows, amazing, caring, loving, wonderful person. Such a great balance for Andrew. And these two, I think they really shine off each other. I know Andrew's better to have Zabella in his life, and I hope and I believe that Zabella's better having Andrew in his life too. And with that, I'd like to say cheers. And from my Persian family out there, I'd like to say basalamati.
Basalamati.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I like those
Thank
fancy
you.
glasses.
That was a great.
Impossible. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.